Welcome into Nitro. Let's look back at the WCW side of Money in the Bank, Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Bianca Belair, Chelsea Green, Julia, Raquel Rodriguez, Charlotte Flair, and Rhea Ripley all trying to get their hands on the Money in the Bank briefcase. Not a whole lot of attempts up the ladder in this one. Chelsea takes out Raquel with the ladder and makes the climb. Rhea on her way to knock Chelsea off, but gets cut off by Julia. And that buys Chelsea enough time to pull down the briefcase. And Chelsea Green is this year's Miss Money in the Bank. Drew McIntyre prevented Jimmy Uso from qualifying for Money in the Bank. And that opened the door for Trick Williams to qualify. In the middle of this match, Trick's music would hit, and the Scottish Psychopath would turn his attention away from his opponent, and that would allow Jimmy Uso to get back into the match. He would go up top, hit an Uso splash, and put away McIntyre for the victory. Although it's not the Money in the Bank ladder match, Jimmy does get a little bit of revenge against the Scottish Psychopath. The big question going into Money in the Bank, would Brock Lesnar show up? Would he answer the challenge by Seth Rollins? And he did. The Beast, who has not officially appeared in the open mic universe in over a year. He has been suspended. That suspension lifted after he attacked Seth Rollins a few weeks ago. Rollins started out on the right foot, but the Beast had a foot of his own. And then it came down to a lot of suplexes. Seth Rollins on the receiving end of a tour of Suplex City. Brock gets the 1-2-3, and Lesnar's back. He picks up a win against Rollins. Men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Jey Uso, Trick Williams, Damian Priest, CM Punk, Gunther, and Cody Rhodes. We'll get to Trick a little bit later, but ahead of this match, he would be attacked backstage by Drew McIntyre. Didn't appreciate Trick's music interrupting his match, taking his attention off Jimmy. Trick was cleared to compete in this match, but was not 100%. Cody would clothesline Jey over and out onto the floor. Everybody else down on the outside. Cody climbs the ladder. Trick comes in, but too little too late. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, wins the Money in the Bank ladder match. And he is Mr. Money in the Bank. Tonight on Nitro, we will hear from Cody Rhodes. He has got a special announcement. We will hear from him later on in the show. But first, we're going to hear from Trick Williams as he makes his way down to the ring. Also, tonight on Nitro, we've got some Lucha Libre. Penta takes on Dragon Lee. And we've got the Open Mic Universe debut of Lash Legend. She goes one-on-one with Natalya. Let's look back at that attack from Drew McIntyre ahead of the Money in the Bank ladder match. Vicious chair shots, and then just continues to pummel Trick Williams. It's amazing that Trick was cleared. Our medical staff looked at him, said he was fit to compete, but this attack by McIntyre definitely played a role in Trick's performance in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Let's hear from Trick. Money in the Bank was supposed to be my night, but that all got taken away by Drew McIntyre. And here's the thing, Drew. I don't know why my music played in your match. I had nothing to do with that. But listen here, I just got word from Eric Bischoff. You and I are going to settle this thing at Bash at the Beach. Jimmy Uso on his way out. Listen, Uso, I've been in this game a long time, and with opportunities, sometimes they just stare you right in the eye. I mean, you should know that. You took advantage of an opportunity at my expense, and I guess at Money in the Bank, inadvertently, I did the same to you. You see, I'm the reason your music played in my match against Drew, so I guess that makes us even. How about from here on out, you stay out of my business? Trick learned a painful lesson. Sometimes other people's opportunities benefit you. And on the flip side, your opportunities could lead to a steel chair getting wrapped around your head. Up next, we will see the Open Mic Universe debut of Lash Legend. Her opponent, the veteran Natalya. While these ladies get ready for this match, want to give a shout out to Harry Hitchcott. Harry left a comment on one of our previous videos. He's getting shouted out tonight here on Nitro. If you want to get shouted out and hear your name called in a future video, leave a comment down below. Lash trying to get the quick win. Lash joined the Open Mic Universe, and more specifically WCW, via the draft. One of many free agents we saw get drafted to either WWE or WCW. Now the veteran Natty in control. The women's divisions in both WWE and WCW really heating up right now. Obviously, we've got a new Miss Money in the Bank, Chelsea Green. And last week here in WCW, we saw kind of an odd situation happen. Naomi, formerly of the WWE, drafted over to WCW in the draft, made her debut and made her presence felt. And she came out after a match between Bayley and WCW Women's Champion Jade Cargill. Came out after the match and attacked both women. Still don't know why or what the reasoning was, but we will hear from the WCW Women's Champion Jade Cargill later this week on Thunder. You got to think she is going to be looking for some answers. Natty getting the sharpshooter applied, and she does. And that's going to do it. Natalya with the win. The red carpet not rolled out for Lash Legend, as she gets a very rude welcome to WCW. And she is forced to tap out to Natalya here on Nitro. Next, we've got Lucha Libre action out first. Dragon Lee. He will be taking on Penta. We should be in for a wild one tonight between these two. There's a lot of talk, a lot of speculation on where Penta was going to end up. Coming into the draft, he was the hottest free agent available. And WCW didn't waste any time. They used their 4th round pick to bring Penta to WCW, and he is here. And this one is underway. Penta with the early advantage here. Penta, who didn't have the opportunity to qualify for Money in the Bank, may have an opportunity at something else. Beginning next week on Raw, the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments are back, and they begin. Those tournaments will play out over the next couple of weeks. And in each tournament, we will have someone representing WWE and somebody representing WCW. And they will meet in the finals at Bash at the Beach. And for the winners, the King and Queen of the Ring, they will get a shot at their brand's champion coming up at SummerSlam. Now, who will be in those tournaments, we will find out. But I got to think Penta would be an excellent choice to be in that tournament field. Dragon Lee slow to his feet. Super kick from Penta. And another one. Penta not letting up. You know, there's a lot of respect between these two, but Penta trying to make his mark here in WCW. Now Dragon Lee rolling out to the floor. Penta gonna join him. Now Penta driving his knee to the back of the head of Dragon Lee. Now Penta removing the glove. Dragon Lee moves out of the way. And now Lee sends Penta back into the ring. And Dragon Lee may have taken a little too long to get back in the ring as Penta back in control. And delivers a vicious chop to Dragon Lee, and Penta setting up for the sacrifice. Goes for the cover. And Penta, your winner, as he defeats Dragon Lee. Now it's time for the special announcement from Cody Rhodes. The new Mr. Money in the Bank. And that Money in the Bank ladder match was a battle. It really could have went in 6 different directions. Anyone with the ability to walk out with that briefcase, but it was Cody Rhodes who was able to pull it down. Let's hear from the American Nightmare. I've got way too much respect for my friend R-Truth to try to use this briefcase in any way to take advantage of some kind of situation. So I'm announcing here tonight that in 2 months at SummerSlam, I'm going to cash in this Money in the Bank briefcase for a shot at my friend and the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. But first, I've got a little idea for Bash at the Beach. So Truth, if you would, come on out here and join me. What's up? Truth says. Cody says the WCW World title. What do you say about you and me teaming up and challenging the Motor City Machine Guns for the WCW Tag Team titles at Bash at the Beach? Okay, let's do it. But at SummerSlam, you're getting the truth.